So this is very important that Lord says that everything is working according to this material nature is working according to me, my direction. Maya Adhyakshena Prakriti. So Lord doesn't have to come personally and do all the things. So Prabhupada also clarifies in the purport. Yeah, न तस्य कार्यं करणं च विद्यते न तत् समस्या बलिकश्च दृश्यते परास्य शक्तिर्विविधैव श्रूयते स्वाभाविकी ज्ञानबलक्रिया च. Yes, Ranak group.
Narayan, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, is almighty, omnipotent. He has multifarious energies, and therefore he is able to remain in his own abode and without endeavors supervise and manipulate the entire cosmic manifestation through the interaction of these three modes of material nature: Sattvagun, Rajogun, and Tamogun. These interactions create different forms, bodies, activities, and changes, which all occur perfectly. Because the Lord is perfect, everything works as if He were directly supervising and taking part in it. Atheistic men, however, being covered by the three modes of material nature, cannot see Narayan to be the supreme cause behind all activities, as Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita. Trivir gunamair bhavir bhavair
Yeah.
bhav.
Yes. So Lord Narayan is omnipotent. Omnipotent means he has multifarious energies. So it basically he doesn't have to present in everything and to do the things. He is in his own abode and Prabhupada is saying without endeavor, supervise and manipulate the entire cosmic manifestation through the interaction of three modes. Another thing Prabhupada is saying here is because the Lord is perfect, everything works as if he is directly supervising and taking part in it. But actually it's not into that. He's not taking part into the material affairs. Yeah? So like when you go for any program, when any some big program has to happen. Like recently we had a youth festival. Around 5,000 boys came for that, boys and girls. So for that, if somebody wants to know, so many people have come. Such a wonderful arrangement is done. So much prasadam and different things. So if somebody wants to know who is the manager, sometimes, of course, in ISKCON, sometimes the manager has to come into the scene, see whether the things are proper or not. In between, suppose projector gets off or something happens, then manager also goes here, there, and all. And sometimes, especially, manager has to come when the things are not planned properly. When you plan an event and things are not planned, then in a just last moment you have to come and do all the things, patch up the things, and somehow start the program. So, but that is not a proper management. Proper management means when you just come and you see that oh everything is so perfect. The lighting is perfect, exactly what is required. The on the stage also proper setup is made. The speaker has come exactly on time, and the introduction is given. And so one after another, you see that the things are just going as if uh, just going naturally. But there are many people who are involved in the background who are making sure that somebody has gone to pick up the speaker, somebody has made the prasadam ready by time. So many people are involved in that. But the perfect manager means even though he manages the entire festival, but still he will not be visible or he will not be like, you will not see him do this, do that, doing that because he has already pre-planned it and now he is not required to be in the picture. From background only is doing all the things and he has done that. So similarly, Lord is such a perfect manager that he doesn't have to come to each and every living entity. Like Prime Minister never comes. Suppose your society water is not coming. Prime Minister doesn't have to come and check the water problem. That will be done by the different energies. He has some that corporation is there. So the government has different departments also. So they will take care of that. So that's how the Lord Narayan is situated in his abode, but then he is managing all the affairs in the material world. And even in the universe, who is the creator of the universe?
Brahma ji?
Yeah, Brahma is the creator, correct. And Vishnu is,
Maintainer.
yeah, Vishnu is the maintainer, and Shiva is the destroyer. So in that way, everyone is assigned their own jobs, what who is supposed to do what and all. And then one may say, okay, who is what the Supreme Lord is doing. Krishna. Krishna is just playing flute. He's sitting and playing flute and just attracting all the devotees. He is having pastimes with his devotees. So that is actually the Supreme Lord. So when I think one of the devotee, he uh, one of the devotee was telling that when he saw the different photos of the demigods, somebody was holding Trishul in his hand, somebody was having the this arrow, bow and arrow, somebody was having so different. Every devata was having different instruments. So he was little bewildered. Oh, these are so little fearful personalities. Everyone is having some. If I do some mistake, maybe someone will just throw the Trishul on me. So different demigods, everyone was having some activity to do. Only the Supreme Lord, the Krishna, he is only playing flute and so blissful and very nicely. Then he understood he is only the Supreme Lord. So Supreme Lord is not the one who is running all around and doing the things. Supreme Lord means he is aloof. He has engaged his energies into those things and he is just nicely reciprocating with his devotee. So that is what is mentioned here in this verse. But the atheistic men, what they do, they say that, oh, I am not able to see God, so there is no God exist. God is not there. Everything is done by some. They are fully covered. They are not able to see Narayan to be the supreme cause behind all the activities. And so many materialist people also say that, oh, where is God? I am not seeing God. That means God does not exist. So there was one story also, no, about barber. You must have heard it, no? Barber story, no? Like there was once a barber. Barber means one who cuts the hairs and all. So this barber only was saying that there is no God exists. So he was arguing with our devotee. So then our devotee said, "Oh, the God does not exist. Just because you are not able to see God, you are saying God does not exist." So then he said, then he was just going and he told to another person. He said, "Oh, barber does not exist." And the barber says, "Oh, I am here. See, I am here." So he says, "No, no, barber does not exist. If barber exists, then why there was one man who was having very long hairs. He said, if barber exists, then why is the person is having long hairs? The person is having the long hairs means barber does not exist. Otherwise, barber would have cut his hairs. So then the barber says, no, no, I exist. Only thing is this person is not coming to me. If he comes to me, I will cut his hairs. So then the devotee says, so similar way, God exists. Only thing problem is we are not approaching God. When we approach God, then only we will be able to see Him. We approach God by coming to the temple. We approach God by chanting His holy name. We approach God by doing service to Him. So this is the way to approach God. Not that you go away from God and say there is no God here. So that is not proper. Okay. So yes. Next. Who's next? Amarnath. No?
Yes, bro.
Yes.
Uh,
Reading.
Hare Krishna. Deluded by the three modes, the whole world does not know me. Who am, who am above the modes and inexhaustible. Because unintelligent agnostics are mohita, illusioned by the three modes of material nature. They cannot understand that Narayana, Krishna, is the supreme cause of all activities. As stated in Brahma Samhita, Ishvara Parama Krishna Satchitananda Vigraha Anadir Adir Govinda Sarva Karana Karanam. Krishna, who is known as Govinda, is the supreme controller. He has an eternal, blissful spiritual body. He is the origin of all. He has no other origin. For he is the prime cause of all causes. Hare
Yeah.
Krishna.
Brahma, the supreme creator of the universe. He is telling who is the supreme Lord. Ishvara Parama Krishna. So if somebody says why Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh is not God, Brahma is also God. Here Brahma only telling that Krishna is God. Ishvara Parama Krishna. Ishvara Parama Krishna. So he's not just Ishwar, he's Parama Ishwar. The Ishwar of all the Ishwar. Tam Ishwaranam Paramam Maheshwaram. Tam Daivatanam Paramam Cha Daivatam. Patim Patinam Paramam Parastar. So that verse says about this. Okay, next verse, text 42. Let us recite this. Suryognikham Marudeva
Suryognita Varun Deva
Deva
Sandhyahani Disha हमको स्वयं धर्म इति
स्वयं धर्मायति
ये ते देहस्य साक्षिणा.
ये ते देहस्य साक्षिणः.
Yes. Translation. Amarnath Guru, next devotee.
The sun, fire, air, sky, demigods, moon, evening, day, night, directions, water, land, and Supersoul himself all witness the activities of the living thing.
Amarnath Pro.
Yes, Prashi.
Srivastava Pro already attended 4 p.m. session.
Okay.
You can arrange prasadam for him. He can take.
He took prasadam, Prabhu.
He has to reach home by 5:30.
Yes, Prabhu.
So you tell him to take prasadam. He can take also.
He took Prabhu already over.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So translation is read already. So who are these Sanskrit? What we call them? All these personalities: sun, fire, sky, air. Yes, Ranak Pro. Who are these all people? Sun, fire, sky, air, demigods.
Demigods.
Hey, demigod is only one. Who are
Acha.
the together? What do we call them?
Sakshi.
Yeah, correct. 12
Witness.
Sakshis. Witness.
12 Sakshis, yeah.
So always we say no that oh this please don't think before doing anything. 12 Sakshis are watching you. So generally in Vedic times our grandfather grandmother they used to always say. And people say oh where are the 12 Sakshis? I don't see. So here are the 12 Sakshis. You can even remember
It's
all these.
5:30.
Sorry.
You can remember all this different. If somebody asks you who are the 12 Sakshis, they should be able to tell. Sun, fire, air, sky, demigods, moon, evening also. Day, night, directions. All 4 directions, they are also watching us always. Water, land, super soul, so like that. So once there was a boy studying in a Gurukul. So he was asked that the teacher asked all the boys that I am giving you one this fruit, mango. So you take it, you eat it, but you go to a place where nobody is able to see you. So you find out a place which is like serene, like very calm, incognito. You go incognito and take it and then come back. So all the students went their respective places. They all did ate the mango very nicely, came back. But this one student, he went to different place. As soon as he started eating, he found that oh, either directions are there, or sometimes there is a day, night, sometimes the sky is there, sometimes sun is there, moon is there, air is there. Then he understood I can't eat only this food. Then he went to the teacher. He said, "Teacher, there is no place where I can be alone." So then teacher said, "Oh, you are very intelligent boy." So then
Hmm.
he said, "Okay, no problem. You can eat in front of everyone." He gave that permission. Basically, the thing is, always the 12 Sakshis are watching. Also, okay, let us, yeah, now let us read the purport. Yes, Ronak, purport you can.
Me or Ronak Sina? Okay, me. The members of some religious sects, especially Christians, do not believe in the reactions of karma. We once had a discussion with a learned Christian professor who argued that although people are generally punished after the witness of their misdeeds are examined, where are the witnesses responsible for once suffering the reaction of past karma? To such a person, the answers are given by the Yamdutas. A conditioned soul think that he is working stealthily and that no one can see his sinful activities. But we can understand from the Shastras that there are many witnesses, including the sun, fire, sky, air, moon, demigods, evening, day, night, directions, water, land, and the super soul himself, who sits within the individual soul within his heart. Within his heart. Where is the dearth of witnesses? The witnesses and the super lord both exist, and therefore so many living entities are elevated to higher planetary systems or degraded to lower planetary systems, including the hellish planets. There are no discrepancies, for everything is arranged perfectly by the management of the Supreme God. Swabhaviki Jnana
Jnana
Bala
Bala
Kriyacha.
Kriyacha.
The witnesses mentioned in this verse are also mentioned in the other literatures, Vedic literatures.
Yeah. So here you see that Christian church, the example is mentioned by Prabhupada. They do not believe in the reactions of karma. So this particular verse very nicely destroys that conception. To such a person, the answer by Yamdutas. And this is given by whom? Yamdutas are actually telling all this. Yamdutas are telling that 12 Sakshis are there. Swajamula, whatever sinful activities are done, all these things are recorded. So there are people who does sinful activities thinking that, oh, nobody could catch me. Even police could not catch me. I am a free bird. But then the reactions of karma will know it. They will know it through the 12 Sakshis. And that's how he will be put behind, not behind bars, but he will be put behind the bars of material nature. So nature will punish him. So the punishment will come. And that's why people get different diseases, different accidents, and different. That is because of their karmic reactions. What they have done in the past, now they are getting the reaction of that. So we need to be very careful because karmas are always watching us. So we can never say that I am alone. Now let me do some murder to someone or some any sinful activity. Always the reaction, sometimes even there are people who sometimes practice Krishna consciousness. Hidingly they will do certain things. But when they come in front of devotees, again they act as if they have not done anything. They are nice devotees chanting every day and things are going on. So they are not basically honest. So Kali Yuga, one of the symptom is quarrel and quarrel. And what is the symptom of Kali Yuga people?
Dishonest.
No, characteristics. I can say characteristics of Kali Yuga people.
They're unclean.
No. Yes, Naman bro. You know what is the characteristics of Kali Yuga people?
मंद सुमंद मतयो मंद भाग्य that
Yeah,
verse. मंद सुमंद मतयो, they are less intelligent.
yeah,
Yes.
that is all there. Correct. But there are two words which are used. These are the Kali Yuga people famous for. Coral, I already told. Coral and one more thing is there.
Short
It's
life?
Prabhupada's books many times.
Hypocrisy.
Yeah, correct. Hypocrisy. Coral and hypocrisy. Basically, we are not true to our words. Hidingly do something. So that is not proper. So basically, whom we are cheating? If somebody is trying to hide the things, basically he's cheating his own self. He's
Yes.
not cheating the devotees or the Lord because everyone knows what is going on. Sometimes we may not know what is happening in his life, but then the Lord is taking care. It is said when the Jagannath ji is having the big eyes, there are no eyelids also. Our eyelids at least blink and open. So when it blinks, we may not see certain things. But for Lord, it is always open. So anything you do, immediately Lord is watching. So same is true for good things also. As soon as you do something, some good thing, some service to the Lord. So maybe that some devotees may not come to know, or outside our surrounding people may not know. But then the Lord will immediately take a note that, oh, this devotee has done very wonderful service. He has done a lot of sacrifice. So like that. So also once what happened is our one program camp was going on. So we were all chanting together. In the chanting time, there was a if all were chanting, 16 rounds when you chant, initially very enthusiasm. After little 4 rounds, 8 rounds, then little the real test starts, whether how much we are absorbed in chanting and how much we are attentive and all. So then the mind also starts giving trouble. Some people they feel sleepy, they get up, they walk like that, and some just doze and they could not get the strength to do any endeavor. But that day camp was going on, and there was one devotee who wanted to make a video of the camp. So he was doing shooting. So we went with the camera and he was taking very closely all the devotees, how they are chanting in the circles and all. So as soon as they saw some devotees, immediately they picked up, they were like little position was different. Immediately they sat in a proper Padmasana. They started very attentively chanting, and so different. We could see the changes happening. Devotees, the loud sound also started coming very nicely. Then we found what is happening. Oh, the camera is coming up. So as soon as the camera came, everybody became very alert. And we see even in other times also. As soon as you say that a photo has to be clicked, people immediately just put up their hairs nicely, put nice things, tilak, and everything is very well set. So this is what is why, because why they are doing like that when the camera is coming, why they are becoming alert or conscious of that.
To present well, Prabhu.
Present?
To present well.
No, but what is the reason?
To
What is the
show everyone
present is?
that they're child.
That they are very pure devotees. They show like that,
No,
or
but
maybe
why they are showing?
to make others happy, to inspire
Make
others.
make others inspire or
Make
what?
others inspire.
They
Yeah.
want others to look, show they are perfect.
Yeah, basically others are saying. So everybody else is watching. So when camera comes, means the finally the video is going to come and it is going to be circulated. So that means many people are going to watch. So as soon as we come to know somebody is watching me, we become very alert and conscious in whatever things we do. It may be chanting, it may be reading, it may be hearing, or it may be like in our Prabhupada class also morning. When you hear Prabhupada class, at the end there are questions to be asked. So devotees know that questions are going to be asked, so they are very attentive when the class is going on. But if there are no questions, then one may say, okay, utna that attention doesn't come. Mind goes here, there. So this is a wonderful way. We ask questions and get attention properly. So basically, when the camera comes, when we understand that somebody is watching me, and that's why we become very alert. So similarly, we should also understand now you are read this verse. So there are 12 Sakshis. 12 Sakshis, they are always watching. How much careful we should be. So whatever things we do, we should never think that I am alone now, done. As soon as the Zoom meeting is over, let me let me not. So still we can do reading. Still we can engage in so many services, so many things, and utilize our best efforts, our time very nicely, manage it. Like when, especially when Saturday, Sunday comes, it's a holiday. We can try uh, how to nicely utilize our holiday in a way that we progress in our spiritual path. So generally we have a lot of lists. I have to do this, I have to do that. Many even in spiritual things also. But then we don't give priority. It just remains in the list only. So such times we can try one at least bring it up, put it together and do it. So that sincere efforts will be seen by the Lord, and then Lord will be very happy. And this is only going to help us when we do it when nobody is watching us. What we do when nobody is watching us, that is actually our character. And that's how when we practice, Lord becomes very happy. And you see that our path will be very clear. This devotional path, we can very swiftly advance. And when the death also comes, we don't have any fear. We have already done nice homework, and we can easily remember the Lord. So that is very important. That these witnesses are always there. Okay, so we end our discussion here. So 42 is over. I think uh, 3, 4 verses we covered today. Tomorrow we will start with the verse number 40. Tomorrow means next Saturday only, no? So next Saturday we'll start with the text 43. Okay, any questions? Anyone else? Okay, so we end our discussion here. Thank you very much.
Thank
Srila
you.
Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank
Hare
you.
Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji, if you can wait for 1 minute once everybody leaves, just wanted to ask something off topic.
Yeah, surely. Yes, Abhinav.
Hare Krishna, yes. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Dandavat pranam.
Hare Krishna, Dandavat. Yes.
Yeah, so we were actually doing something for See, I mentioned that there is a cow shed near my house.
What is it?
So
Temple.
cow shed. See, I write cow shed, cow
Cow
shed.
shed.
I
Okay.
right now sometimes I go for cow services. So there is this small calf there. There were actually two. So I had spoken to my parents also.